Armed militants launched fierce attack on state forces in Moreh, employing sophisticated firearms and explosives such as RPG, killing two state security personnel and leaving 5 police injured. Kokomi encourages state forces to perform their duties in restoring peace and defending Indo-Myanmar border town Moreh from well-armed militants with or without orders from government. And Federation of Civil Society Organizations Manipur says, high time Chief Minister Nongthumbam Biren joins war instead of merely proclaiming, if required, will go to battlefield. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Armed militants launched a fierce attack on Manipur state forces stationed in Indo-Myanmar border town Moreh this morning by employing sophisticated firearms and explosives such as RPG, despite the call by Assam Rifles to cease fire. The violent attack killed one Jawan of 6 Manipur Rifles attached to Special Commando W. Somorjit from Malom Mayai Lekai, Imphal West District, and one Havildar identified as Takhelambam Saleshwar from Lamsang, Akham. Today's attack also left 5 police personnel injured. The injured personnel are identified as ASI Siddharth Thokchom. He sustained injury on his right cheek. Constable Bhim Singh, he sustained injury on left leg and left ear. Rifleman of 3rd IRB MD Kamal Hassan, he sustained injury on his left armpit. Rifleman of 3rd IRB Songsau Tui Aimol, he sustained injury on left side of his neck, and the rifleman of 3rd IRB MD Abdul Hasim, he was injured on his right ear. Heavy firing was reported at Moreh Ward number 7 and Ward number 9. Around 5 houses and Mount Moreh Public School situated at Kenenwang, Moreh Ward number 7 caught fire from bomb explosion. According to Impact News sources, heavily armed Chin Kuki militants launched the attacks from the hilltop of Ima Kundong Lairembi Shrine using RPG and other high-end weapons around 3:40 a.m. They attacked Manipur Police Special Commando post located at D. Kunai Hotel in Moreh Bazaar near Chikimwang, Moreh, not far from 5 Assam Rifles key location point. Portion of the hotel and some vehicles were damaged during the attack. Security forces retaliated by opening fire, and the cross-firing lasted for several hours. In the wake of fresh violence, personnel of Assam Rifles and Gorkha Regiment rushed to the incident sites early this morning. However, Casper vehicles of the Central Forces were overpowered by Kuki miscreants in some parts of the border town, while attacks on state security forces were going on. Videos of protesters overpowering the vehicles have gone viral on social media platforms. There is also another viral video which shows a woman believed to be mother of arrested Hemkolal Mate lying on the road after she was reportedly ran over by a vehicle of the Central Forces. It is worth mentioning that the entire Technopol district is under total curfew as situation in Moreh town became tense after the recent arrest of Assam Regiment ex-serviceman Philips Khongsai and chief of K. Molsang village Hemkolal Mate, the 2 main suspects in the killing of Moreh SDPO Chingtham Anandakumar. A team of Moreh Police Special Commando arrested them during round patrolling near Moreh College on January 15. The Court of Judicial Magistrate Moreh has already remanded the 2 accused persons to police custody for 9 days. Kuki people have been demanding unconditional release of the 2 arrested accused persons and even warned of shutting down government offices in Kuki-dominated areas if they were not released. On the other hand, people in valley area of Manipur have also been holding protests demanding capital punishment for the 2 accused persons. Of late rifleman of Manipur Special Commando W. Somorjit from Malom Mayai Lekai, Imphal West District, and 2 other injured police personnel were airlifted from Moreh to Imphal this afternoon. The chopper carrying them landed at the Imphal International Airport around 3 p.m. Rifleman of 5th MR Thokchom Naubicha accompanied them as attendant. The body has been deposited at RIMS morgue and the injured personnel are undergoing treatment at RIMS hospital. Amid the fierce attack on Manipur Police Special Commandos in Moreh town by militants today, people belonging to Kuki community are spreading false propaganda on X, formerly known as Twitter, accusing the state forces instead. One post by Pauboy Kuki Zo reads, quote unquote, Meitei state terrorists have ruthlessly burned down Mount Moreh Public School and nearby innocent homes in a despicable act. The imperative solution to Moreh's dire situation demands the immediate and unequivocal expulsion of all state terrorists from Technopole district. This condemnable act underscores the urgent need to address the culpability of the state police, who must be held accountable for their role in these heinous actions. One Kuki Lingnao Haukip also tagged several posts to central leaders. One of his posts says, quote unquote, Moreh UNLF fake commando died today at Moreh. The firing was between village volunteers and Meitei terrorists. UNLF, the Meitei terrorists, were sponsored by guided by so-called Meitei CM Biren Singh. His another post says, Moreh, Arambai Tengol, Meitei Lipun and UNLF state force all together opened firing at innocent Kuki. Though women, almost all are seriously injured. Also, central force are biased upon the Meitei terrorists. There's no hope from center, but we appeal center full intervention. As tension escalated in border town Moreh with armed Kukis attacking state forces today, security reinforcement was sent from Imphal to the border town, but Kuki women in Technopole district came out on the national highway, running through the district to stop the reinforcement team. They piled up stones on the highway and sat on the middle of the road to block additional state forces from entering the border town. Meanwhile, Kuki Zo people took out protest demonstration in Kangpokpi district today, demanding unconditional release of Philip Kaikholal Khongsai and Hemkolal Mate, the two main suspects in the killing of Moreh SDPO Chingtham Anantakumar, within 24 hours. Indigenous Tribals Leaders Forum, ITLF, and Committee on Tribal Unity COTU claimed that arrested Philip Kaikholal Khongsai, son of late Marcus Khongsai from New Moreh Wards number 8, and Hemkolal Mate, son of late Onkolan Mate of K Molsang village, are innocent and that charges leveled against them are unfounded. Protests also erupted at various places in Moreh demanding their unconditional release. Press release from Kuki NP Manipur also demands removal of Meitei state security forces from Moreh at the earliest. KIM says deployment of Meitei state security forces in Moreh causes inconveniences to the Kukizo communities. On the backdrop of the tense situation in Moreh today, combined team of state forces and Assam Rifles beefed up security measures in Palel area to prevent any untoward incidents. State forces personnel conducted checks on vehicles passing along the road in front of Palel police station. People belonging to Meitei community were stopped by the security forces from heading towards Technopole side. On the other hand, Assam Rifles also carried out frisking and checking on passers-by at places some distance away from the Palel police station. Mourning the demise of state security personnel in the Moreh attack today, Kokomi encourages state forces to perform their duties with or without orders from the government in restoring peace and defending Indo-Myanmar border town from well-armed militants suspected to be Myanmar-based. Speaking to media at Kokomi office in Lamphel today, Kokomi coordinator Jitendra Ningomba said Kuki militants have crossed every limit as they carried out multi-pronged attacks at various places including Kautruk and Moreh. He also lambasted the Assam Rifles station at Moreh for being silent spectator even when the state forces were fiercely attacked with sophisticated weapons. He asked what happened to the assurance that Assam Rifles will respond to any attacks carried out by militants, which was given by JOC of Eastern Command during his recent Moreh visit. Jitendra said government must immediately declare COTU, ITLF and Kuki NP as anti-nationals for serving 48-hour ultimatum to the government for the release of arrested Philips Khongsai and Hemkolal Mate, who are the prime accused in the killing of Moreh SDPO CH Anandakumar. He also demanded replacement of security advisor Kuldeep Singh with someone who is well versed with ground realities in Manipur.
हंदन अखोदी अटैक तौरबा ngasi na amu security personnel ama khud tharaba adu leikhidraba manipur gi state da akoi mai thi ni sen muk chak manarba tanjane sigi tanja sida kari yengduna leiri bolu pochine ko na harise nimit kharni gi mamang da ko more da Trigor army yauna GOC yauna madul lakhuki bada kariguma hendi henzela gadi akoi khud asana phol khud tharkani na hai aduna han pi ki ba koi press pi ki briefing ni adu hujik are kedong leri gi hujik asana phol khud thadri sigi tanja sida na akoi kokomina ngarang na bi ya kanna lauri ba hujik leri ba security advisor oriba unified command gi chairman bahang masana leri ba session se makrul to bungam de ma leri ba masau kari sini sigi phimji je orakanda manipur lengang na aroi ba oina miyam ga ya ba ware ba ma lawrak to targadi manipur miyam mana thurpa ko lawrak bu warepta aikoi lebak se kang khong amoine sarkin hai khogi mori de leriba ima leba iramdam sigidam de kanna ba nu kan gi mawag de leriba khawai khubak ta hablaga leriba thido simsina attack to busna da ba sumna gi manipur state ki government ki ayaba ngai ka na sumna gi tawhom tokba khoi peace maintain dawna ba khoner bu thawdong asida marul wan ba kuki militant kambu sing main ma de la ko kambu sira khud thari se masi thari busida manipur gi government tumna election me yaroi aduga madu hanna na bu kidamakta CDO singna lawrak ba tawrang khudumukta khoi kokomini lepga leri.
President of Federation of Civil Societies Organization Manipur, Thoidingja Manihar says it is high time Chief Minister Nongthoma Biren translate his words into actions and join the war instead of merely proclaiming that he would be at battlefield if he can't hold back. Manihar was speaking at the felicitation of journalists at Manipur Press Club today. He blamed state BJP MLAs for holding on more to their position even when many people have been killed. He added that Fox will start putting pressure to replace Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh with someone else more capable of handling the prevailing situation efficiently. Manihar also slammed Central Paramilitary Forces for failing their duty in the border town.
Honorable CM, Liam the Thawe with the Yard, Liam the Thalabam Natreva. Ayu Carbon the Buggy, capacity in Jalapata, the issue, Miam the Saniba Lantin, the Yora Gajan. Maduki Lantin to Yobi Roeva, Nasi, Toriba Todobia, Morena. I would say, but one Rapana to Salay and Ram of the Sukomputa, Taman the Capsule, Markilan Trigo, Yobi, Sylvia could come in a music again. Mamma the Pai of Power Lone driver. Big Krava, Adunova, IPS officer Manamagi, the Pamaganda, Nasi Unified Command, Adunova, Siano Lane, Kai President. She won't kill a well citizen minister, Oini, BJP Sarkar, Kahenda, the BJP Sarkar, Kola Lena, Adunova Sarkar, Bible BJP, MLSing, BJP collection, Masi Ikai Nina Oisinita, Manipur Kanaba, Semi Garmela, Manipur Tugainaba, Semi Brana family and Talaba, Semi Bragi question to toilet.
Speaking at the felicitation program, President of All Manipur Working Journalists Union, Bijoy Kakching Tabam, termed the ongoing crisis as a war waged against the unity and integrity of Manipur. He urged all the communities to stand together against a common enemy. Bijoy also expressed disappointment over the attempt to tarnish the image of Manipur media in a report published by Editors Guild of India on invitation by the Indian Army. He said journalists in the state are working fearlessly and tirelessly amid the prevailing situation in the state. Five civil bodies, Fox, Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization, Manipur Women Federation, Indigenous People Organization Manipur and Ningol Club urged state government for removal of inefficient central paramilitary forces from Mori. In the wake of violent attacks on state security forces, despite the presence of central forces in the border town, the five civil bodies held a press meet at Manipur Press Club today. Speaking to media, Fox President T.H. Manihar slammed both state and central governments in the wake of escalating escalating violence in the state. He urged the state government not to keep on waiting for centre's command in the wake of rising attacks by militants. Speaking to media, MMWO President Khorimayum Boboy also slammed the inaction of central forces deployed in More. He urged the government to provide adequate and advanced weapons to state forces stationed at the border town, while IPOM General Secretary Rakesh Morangtem urged all the MLAs in Manipur to take a firm decision to resolve the prevailing crisis.
मफम अदुदा लेरिबा अदुगुलबा मथौ तौद्रबा इंडिया गवर्नमेंट की पैरामिलिटरी फोर्सिंग असे थुम मतमदा थादो पिराकांदा मफम अदुदा जंग नमक्तमत मणिपुर की प्रजा मियामदा नबिरो हाबसिम थमजरी मसिदा मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट अमदि इंडिया गवर्नमेंट ना लोमना लोबिदबा तारगदि ngasi hayengjida soidramaki मणिपुर से मई जापा याबगी अकीबदु लेरे हाइबा मफमदु थमजबगा लोइना नमसी अमित शाह की मोदी की याका यंगरा लेबगी महत ngasi इमा लेबा कंदबे आदि हाइबगी वाखलोंदा ngasi मणिपुर की ऑनरेबल सीएम ना लुसिंग बिरकांदा लेबाक प्रजा सिंग असिना मतुंग इलहलाकांदा इमा लेबाक मणिपुर कंदबा यादे हाइबसे असी यामना अरुबो ओइना खनबिरकांदा मसी चेंजन मिनर्जी वफम थमजगे
सेंट्रल पैरामिलिटरी फोर्स टी मैम थाजलक्रे अदुबु मखोय असि मखुत मखोंग पुल्लगा थाजलक्रा हाइबो अखोइना इंडिया गवर्नमेंट अमदि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हंगनिंगी
प्रोजेक्ट लेंगासु मयेक सेंगे अदोमोदा आर्टिकल 355 मणिपुर लेंगाना सनदी न लाउरबदो नसिदि आर्टिकल 355 सनबदुना मरम ओरगा यूनिफाइड कमांड माना कंट्रोल तो ngomdo
JSC formed against the killing of More SDPO CH Anand Kumar asked why central forces failed to take any actions even when their Caspier vehicles were blocked by protesters in More today. He was speaking on the sidelines of a protest made stage at Kwakitil Laisram Lekai Moirangpurel Makhat today, demanding harshest punishment for the two accused arrested persons in connection with the SDPO's murder case. JSC spokesperson S. Sobita warned that they would intensify their agitation if the accused persons were ever released. She also appeals to the government to realize the agreements reached between the JSC and the government. Taking part in the protest, Kokomi Women Wing convener Lyric Lema expressed dissatisfaction over the role of 50 state MLAs and center in the wake of prevailing crisis.
केसवर मयाम अमा थौदोरअगा खोगी ngak senab da thौदोरकप मयाम ता कुकी militant खुलाई पाइबा मयाम ना थटलगा करिगो बम थता होंदना लेरी खोगी स्टेट फोर्स सिंग से कइनो दा चंगबा ngam हंदनबा अदगी सुकुम मयाम अमा तौरकप से कोई पेंजते असम राइफल्स मारू ओइना हौबदगी हौना खोगी इरांग असिदा असम राइफल्स से बराबर तुंगसनबगी ममी से चाउना तादना खुदम चांगदम लोइना लेरबनी मसिगुंबा से तौबीदना खोगी असम राइफल्स से मथौ तौहन बिदना खोगी मानब मियंग येंगबा ngamba स्टेट फोर्स और आर्मी मखन थाजन बिरागा एकोइजे तंगदू लेताबा मो हेनबियो.
Women vendors of Khwaramban Imakaitel also carried out protest demonstration demanding reinforcement and adequate state forces at More. They also questioned the silence of the government when state force personnel were killed by militants in More today. Police team led by Imphal West SP and other police officials tried to persuade the agitating women on their way to Raj Bhavan but could not reach any agreement. Police again stopped the irate protesters near Bir Tikendrajit flyover bridge as they head towards Raj Bhavan to meet with the governor. Later, police allowed few of them, led by convener of Khwaramban Imakaitel Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace, Mema Laisram, to proceed ahead to meet with the governor.
इरमदम इजाति सिबु कंचनबा ममा ओबे कोइना इचासिंगना पांगन थौना फुथोक्तना खोइगी लेबाक सिंगा चनबाइना लेरिबा फोर्सिदा करिगिदमक्ता एखोइगी स्पेशल कमांडो दा करिगिदमक्ता फुल पावर पीदबना अदु अरगदि मोइदा फुल पावर पीबियो अदुगा स्टेट फोर्स सु पीबिरो अदुगा चप चाना थेंगनबगे क्वालिटी दा खोइदा पीबियो बा मदुदि पीदा दरा ngaikho थमगा एखोइगी मी मयाम से कयाम हालकांदा ngaikhoइबा पोसे लेपकदोरिनो हाइबा वहंग से ngasiगी चीफ मिनिस्टर बिरेन दा एखोइ हंगनिंगे अमदि गवर्नर दा हंगनिंगे.
Actor R.K. Kaiku draws attention of central leaders towards the inaction of central paramilitary forces when state forces are being attacked and killed by armed cookies in Mori. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, R.K. Kaiku expressed sadness over the killing of 2 state force personnel in Mori today. He also mentioned about the viral voice message of Special Commando Krishna Tombi, in which he informs that heavily armed militants speaking Myanmarese language were fiercely attacking state forces on duty in the border town. He asked why the central forces failed to retaliate the militants.
Summer Felgi, Espola, Pocanda, Lugos, and Domingo, Manning Halenba, Tatpokopa, Moy Adana, Mato, Karim, the Handicate, Summer Felga, Kizan, Kayuma, Tamdorama, Satrapuba, Simakuka, Pokai, no make Absamba, Mamma Puvio, Tochota Viva, Tamno, no making Tamno, make Absaka, and Tamdo, Communication Tobumba, Low, like Tabu Tapta, Sicarino, Taptana, Gomez, Gominazu, not Abdum Tatam Marina, Central Government in the Labelidus in the being challenging some Targadi, Tasena, who is coming on Pangal electorate. Was I built on the Manipur Pazam, a quick 2 million of the Tragic Topiro, Lanzaka, no, the time making Congress of Yaknano, the Consuming Cookie is a Moses soldier, and Ecolan Minimoji, Cookie Manin, and I have a Kudupatum, your
Convener of Forum for Restoration of Peace Manipur, Asankasar, expresses disappointment over dragging the Tangkhul community in the prevailing crisis by accusing him of siding with the Meitei people by a group called Cookie Zo Volunteers. Asankasar said he stands for peace and leveling such baseless accusations will bring bad consequences. He also said Cookie Zo Volunteers group had threatened him on charge of supporting the Meitei people. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Asankasar made it clear that the Tangkhul community will not remain silent over anything which is not legit. He maintained that whatever he had said about Manipur on discussion programs were only historical facts. He said everyone has the right to convey peace message in view of sufferings facing people of Manipur due to the prevailing unrest. Asang said the Cookie Zo Volunteers group must know that Kuki people are also residing in Tangkhul-dominated Ukhrul district and Kamjong district. He appealed to Kuki leaders to keep a check on the group and said he will file a complaint to the relevant authority against the Cookie Zo Volunteers group. Speaking to media, FRPM coordinator Romi Pame said the forum was established with an aim to restore peaceful coexistence of communities in Manipur and not just in the interest of one particular community.
District Kudimakta, Magi Jati Kalu Kudimak, Lavina Ribani, Aduna Ukrulda, Kamjong District, Cookie Mayamsu Ribani, Adusu Kanbiro, Aduna Maram Chadatana, a Manipur Lady, but Punama peaceful coexistence, they say Haidana, Honda Jariba, Lao Jariba, Equego. Example, the Cookie Guinea, my take Guinea Haidana, Aduron, the Marasila, the Topotaro de Madu, Matumano, the Apavo Oiroi, Madu Adum Madule Pigunu, Adugumba, propaganda Tobigunu, Adugumba, Maramcha, the Saint Tobigunu, Hybase, Ainangasigi, Press Michida, Ichino, Cookie Joe Singa, Appeal Tozari.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Manipur Drivers Association drawing attention of the relevant authorities on the inconveniences facing drivers of rice-loaded trucks at FCI Godown Complex. Keep watching Impact News.
Admission open. Sanali Street Tutorial Thangavan DMC Road Center Sige New Foundation Course Class 8, 9, and 10 Bosem Gi Lakaduriba January Tang Kunmanga Hauseragani Relief Camp Gi Satra Singitamakti Free Admission Oizagani Unit Wise Test, Mock Test, Study Materials, Psychological Counseling, Neat and Clean Hygienic Classroom, CCTV Camera Coverage, Boys and Girls Ki Hostel Loinana Van Service Ki Kudong Sabas Pizeri.
Medyo hapna miyamda ahanba oina Samsung smartphone da interest amata yaudana loan da lauba yabagi kudungchaba pijari. Masida natana Realme, MI, OnePlus, Vivo na chingba smartphone singda ahongba mamalda fanghanjari. Akupa marol gidamak lingsin biraksi Medyo hap kay sampat konjeng hajari laikai.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Manipur Drivers Association MDA draws attention of the relevant authorities towards the plight facing drivers of rice-loaded trucks waiting to be unloaded at the FCI Godown Complex for almost a month. MDA members today provided food items to the drivers. Upon interacting with FCI depot manager on phone call, the MDA members have been reportedly told that the relevant contractors are looking into the welfare of these truck drivers and instructed them to distribute the relief items outside the FCI complex. However, drivers at the complex told media that neither the contractors nor any relevant authorities have come forth to offer them any help so far. MDA General Secretary Sanjay Khetramium said this was not the first time the drivers had to suffer owing to delay in unloading rice grains. He said the relevant officials or contractors have failed to convey concrete time when the rice will be unloaded. Sanjay expressed discontentment that drivers are suffering as their trucks are being utilized as storage for rice grains. He said they came to distribute food items upon receiving complaints from the drivers that they are running short of food. He appealed to the relevant authorities to look into the matter without further delay.
January ki tang ahum da laaga sangai boki kudaw da laaga thungaba laiba gari jingjibu ngasi bokta man thabidana lerakpadagi driver ki phikaw da yoromba paisa nung saju loichalakpa pot khudimak loinamak sidai laiga doina hawdalebo anakpadagi thawba driver di mayam mayam da yonaba hanakre jiribam de lakpa driver dimapur de lakpa driver kasar dagi gari thawraga sidai da paja ki damakta ne seba tawriba driver jingji phikaw da ayawa paisa je yoinamak laiga doina hawdalebo contractor na PBB sunate dadagi gudaw da leibiri ba miyo jingna PBB sunate driver jingjibu akhoi jibu moina moi mayam gi sana polona ubira baiba man thadaba gi jo akhoida man warpai jo akhoida helaga din dong ta noi man ji hela me paisa pibro khoida moina sumain to na tai play sa mayam am lei Manipur paja gi damak ta na porei ba seng sa awai chawai jing je paja ta yo hom su yo honda guda monung da moina yana pajan thammi je masi kari maram gi na masi mari le na bo thoi ting da masi yam da thuba matam da masi mieng changbiu amasung man thadriba gai jing je man thahan biu.
A combined team of Kaching District Commando Unit and personnel of Wangu Police Station recovered several weapons and hand grenades during a search operation at Wangu Seram Lekai, Pukangbi Ching today between 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. The combined team recovered 351 mm mortar live shells, 3.36 Indian-made HE grenade, 1 Chinese grenade and 151 mortar cover. The team led by additional SP Operation of Kaching District Binoy Chongtham and officer in charge of Kaching District Commando Unit carried out the drive under the overall supervision of Kaching District SP Tokchom Vikramjit. The recovered items have been handed over to relevant police station for further legal action. Kongkham Awang Lekai Youth and Co-Adjutant Club condemns a recent firing attack by 2 unidentified miscreants at the grocery shop owned by one Wangkem Lolito at Nambol, Kongkham Awang Lekai. Speaking to media at Kongkham Awang Lekai today, club member Ningthaujam Dhanaprakash said during the attack, 17-year-old daughter of Lolito and another 3-year-old baby was in the shop. He added that there are no instances of any monetary demand placed on Lolito so far. He condemned that the attack was at a residential location, putting lives of people at risk and causing panic to the locals. Speaking to media, Secretary of Kongkham Awang Lekai Mera Paibi Ningthaujam Sundari urged those concerned not to repeat such incidents and demanded clarification from the miscreants at the earliest.
Ikhang khangok dana khulai jumlak ta khulai nomai ron mari kapam ito kari do bitam tam na sengdopiro maram leragati matik saba mana kari gumba lan boy ramagadi lekai na warak jage amadi kai ne su support tau jage kari gumba mahana lan da boy ramagadi kari maram taki damakta hairiba jumlak ta nomai kapam mi no habise mayam leibiri ba loop singa isinaw lan hoba isinaw singa orgadi
Kanagumba any organization kuta khulai paire haiduna moina nungsinadriba mi du nataba atopa sogadi adugi riksna kanana logani moina tanareba lale khaliba mi do puthoga makhoiga wari sanaraga kai to baya hedo hana khanna naina ba tajadu pibiyu adu natada khudakta laga any warning am tapidana khulai paire na khulai sizinabado tobiganu pung 10 dagina kanagumba mitok am ta Kongkham Awang Lekai gi mina taba mitok am ta changdaba kaigumba tagai phadaba anaya ki changge hairaga chu Kongkham Awang Lekai club amasung mera paibi
Members of YLDC Club and Tera Yengkhom Leirak Apunba Nupi staged a sit-in against the firing at the residence of one Chirom Samananda in Tera Yengkhom Leirak by unknown miscreants. Speaking on the sidelines, wife of Chirom Samananda, Chirom Dhaneshwari, said the incident of firing occurred at around 11:30 p.m. on January 15. She said her husband Samananda runs a private bank named Care Society. However, the functioning of the bank has been hindered owing to coronavirus pandemic and the ongoing crisis. Speaking to media, Secretary of Tera Yengkhom Leirak Apunba Nupi Lup Thingbaijam Meme said it is unfortunate that firing took place at residential area.
Huzi akoigi leibaki irang sinamara moiraga tangdu leitadana leiriba maraksida akoi yumlakta sumaina nongmai kapsambi ba khopi puse akoi pamjade haidana akoi wakan mi phamjabani asina suwarba tanja sida huji ahal laman kyama de angang kyama asigumba sina thakatana anaba kya thoktana hujik tawbasu yaunari aduna sigumba yumlakta nongmai kapsanbi ba khopase matungda tawbidana baina haijari.
Locals of Phogakchau Bazaar under Hyanglam Police Station, Kakching District handed over an elderly woman to police after she was found lost at Phogakchau Bazaar area. Later, the woman was kept at One Stop Center, Kakching. The woman, who is around 70 years of age, identified herself as Khaidem Mema. Reportedly, she was taken to the one-stop center for further identification after she was handed over to Hyanglam Police Station by Peace and Integrity Coordinate Committee, Phogakchau. Congress Legislature Party Leader Okrami Bobby appreciates each and everyone in the state who had participated in the Bharat Joro Nyay Yatra led by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Speaking to media at Congress Bhavan in Imphal today, Okrami Bobby said the yatra is not political but for peace and justice. He added that no political party was criticized while launching the yatra. Bobby said they couldn't flag off the yatra on time as flights to Imphal were delayed owing to bad weather condition on that day. Expressing disappointment over the state government's refusal to launch the yatra from Hapta Kangjibung in Imphal, Bobby said the people waited for long for the arrival of Rahul Gandhi at Khongjom, which is far from Imphal. Speaking to media, MPCC President K. Megachandra also showed gratitude to members of like-minded political parties, Congress chief ministers and leaders of other states, Congress central leaders and people from every section in the state who took part in the yatra.
Meeting the Mapung Pana Tinna success way Hibase, Masigi Damtada, Masi Manipur, the Laibiriba, Praja section, Kuding Magna, Congress Party would Hajai, Hibasi Utpani, Aduna, Masigi Asawamai Pakase, Manipur, the Laibiriba, Praja section, Kuding Maki, Matiang Natana D, Oipopang Amoy, Haiduna, Manipur, the Laibiriba, Praja section, Kuding Mapu, any community Laibiriba, Praja Kuding Mapsi, Congress Party Taraptagi, the women Kanga, Utseri, Mayamda, Ikai.
Nipong Kudimaki support, Nupi Singi support, Satra Singi support, Youth Singi support, Tongan ba, Numitu the Lakongam Dravasu, social media Kayada, support Birakiba, like the Birakiba, comment Birakiba Mayam on the theme Justice. While bizarre, Awaban Nangiba, injustice Kidamak fight down not to be Tuglaiba, Adigumba Kongchet Ase, support of Kiba Mayam Singh. Adikimati, Hiding Isletana, Manipur Pradesh, Congress Committee, Maikei Degi, Tagachaba, Hongdoksari.
United Chongtas organized the 118th Mia Singh Major Memorial Day cum Mia Singh Warrior Award 2024 presentation at BT Park in Imphal today. Late Waiko Nilakamal, who was killed by armed Kuki miscreants, was posthumously awarded Mia Singh Warrior Award 2024 at the event. Speaking on the occasion, United Chongtas President Chongta Tomba said, a true warrior should be a self-disciplined person and nobody without this virtue can be called a warrior. He called upon the present generation to follow the footsteps of Mia Singh Major, who was a fervent patriot. Attendees paid floral tribute to the portrait of Mia Singh Major at the memorial event.
Manipur da akoi mamangai yongna malibak aseita nongsha kya pokhi adong ngasi di nongsha meam se koi lamhui gi lichat ama long na bagi lamjen tanak pugum bagi mami emui aduna akoi nongsha oina maning tamna hingaga leram ba punchi du dagi ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯍꯟꯊꯕ ꯊꯥꯛ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯔꯣꯜꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯕ ꯃꯤꯔꯣꯜꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯍꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯡꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯍꯤꯡꯗꯣ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯍꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯊꯧꯕꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯅꯥ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯟꯃꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯤꯆꯠ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯈꯪꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯕꯅꯤ.
Two-day Loktak Waterbird Census Motivation Camp began today at Mangol Nganbi College, Ningthokong. The camp is jointly conducted by Indian Bird Conservation Network, Loktak Development Authority and Mangol Nganbi College, Ningthokong under the aegis of Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, Government of Manipur and Forest Department. Director of Environment and Climate Change, Dr. T. Brajakumar, SC of Loktak Development Authority, NG Sanajauba, Principal of Mangol Nganbi College, Ningthokong, RK Birjit, and Wildlife Warden of Forest Department, Bishnupur District, K. Jugeshwar, attended the event, among others. Chairman of Technical Committee, State Wetlands Authority, Manipur, Dr. K.H. Samungo said, bird census started in Manipur in 1981 through the initiative of an organization. He said in 1981, there were around 500 different species of birds, but now it has drastically decreased. He also urged campers to file correct report in the census. Department of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services conducted one-day state-level awareness on African swine fever, control, containment and eradication, as well as National Livestock Mission Entrepreneurship Development Program at the Farmers Training Hall, Veterinary Complex, Sanjenthong today. Speaking on the occasion, Veterinary Director Dr. N.J. Botombi said African swine fever outbreak in October last year immensely affected piggery sector in the state amid the prevailing Manipur violence. He said, with great efforts by the department under National Action Plan, ASF has been curbed. Stating that ASF outbreak is a global issue, he stressed the need for joint efforts of both the public and the relevant department in preventing further ASF outbreaks in the state. He also urged the pig farmers to adopt biosecurity measures to thwart such terrible diseases.
Animal husbandry infrastructure development scheme crore yakai bawlo moising si subsidy yaw hari sing kamai to de habada suba mayam lai farmers na su magi bagi chana da ba saloyera pokloyera amen loyera yaw loyera ko hari sing si ki scheme si yamna tangai phadaba khangdaba da mayam su le du kai to da project si koi city bank na government interest over lai koi Department su scheme officer lai makoi singchina scheme singchi project halaga koi udhan mitrasida shana upload tawraga government india da yogani government india na hek yom tum de gi ekoi department on thadar kani chumra lanbra maram chabra haibadum state level selection committee na yenghala batum da ekoi na upload tawi tarti chuchu jadan hadiwa entrepreneur do modi scheme si kana phangdone.
Taking part in the program, Joint Director Planning of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services, Dr. R.K. Kogendrajit said 1,781 pigs were culled and 23,694 kg of pig feeds were destroyed during the ASF outbreak in Manipur between October 13 and December 30 last year. He said the department identified 73 epicenters across 7 districts and necessary actions such as control, containment and eradication were carried out under the National Action Plan. Kogendrajit emphasized the roles of pig farmers and media in curbing further ASF outbreaks. Manipur Progressive Pig Farmers Association President A. Lokendro and farmers from across the state took part in the program.
State ki irang lay ding ay farmers sing sida masagi additional income di laira din magi layram buku miyam si with the same financial losses matik ya adubo apoi challenges miyam sida ki mai lay din sin issue miyam se we have to face it ana department ki state budget ta yamna reflect out su mantri na secretary na director na oi ang batak ko issue sector sida thadar na ko na jari ko na ngasi awareness program sida topic ama hapseri National Livestock Mission EDPs masi akoina piggery sector da poultry da pot farming to da sibot loibda madu da center na kari pirige kamai to rige ha porto madu koi state siga yamna chanaba amadi mayam piggery sector da lei kambu singsina mase yamna fazana online da apply to we aba event to we aba scheme ni.
Federal Students Organization Kangleipa FISOG warns unrecognized schools in Manipur to stop functioning from the academic session 2024. Speaking to media at FISOG office in Kakwa today, FISOG President Ronald Kennedy Longjam said, establishment of private schools by rich people to earn money is becoming a trend in Manipur. He said FISOG has started taking measures to shut down unrecognized schools in the state. He informed that officials of BOSEM and COSEM have assured to take necessary action regarding the same.
Director of Education S Nazu February 12 tagi haunabana Cheron Thador Khaba Matungda Masida Kaigumba unrecognized Mailoisang Singna Kaiguma Makatana School Singa Sichalai Ramba Taragadi Kano Masida Fafata Daitapan Masam Sana Pujagadam Havasi Fesona Anwokta Tamzage Aduga School Sing Ladiba Lekai Club Singasu Lady School Singer recognized Tobra Natraka Tobra Sekunda Yingsen Biraka Lekai the Lady School Singer too Talai Hanbinaba Hainasu Fesona Apple Tozari Loina Mama Power Singasu, Masa Singa Tamder School Singasu, recognized Tobra Natraka Tobra Sekunda Yingsen Biraka, Masa Singadubu, Mailoisang Sing do that Tabu.
A team of National Assessment and Accreditation Council NAC Bangalore has inspected Petrigu College in Ukhrul. The team, comprising Principal of SD College of Education, Barnala, Punjab, Dr. Tapan Kumar Sahu, Vice Chancellor of RKDF University, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Vijay Kumar Agrawal, and Professor Dr. Tharakeshwar VB of Department of Translation Studies, English and Foreign Languages University, Hyderabad, inspected various departments of the college. The NAC team, who is on 4 days visit, also called on Ukhrul MLA Ram Muiva during their visit. Now the sports news. Manipur will host the Youth League zonal round group matches from January 25th. All Manipur Football Association will organize the league matches under the aegis of All India Football Federation at Kumanlampak Main Stadium, Loitang Football Arena and Taubul Mamang Playground. Neroka FC Sangakfam Tidim Road Athletic Union Kwakaitel, Taubul Youth Development Association Football Academy and Classic Football Academy Chingmirong will compete in the league matches on double-leg basis. Neroka FC Sangakfam will face Taubul Youth Development Association in the first league match at Kumanlampak Main Stadium, while Classic Football Academy Chingmirong will meet Tidim Road Athletic Union Kwakaitel at Loitang Football Arena at 1 p.m. on January 25. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Armed militants launched fierce attack on state forces in Moray, employing sophisticated firearms and explosives such as RPG, killing 2 state security personnel and leaving 5 police injured. Kokomi encourages state forces to perform their duties in restoring peace and defending Indo-Myanmar border town Moray from well-armed militants with or without orders from government. And Federation of Civil Society Organizations Manipur says, high time. Chief Minister Nongthoma Biren joins war instead of merely proclaiming if required will go to battlefield. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Admission open. Mount Princeton Coaching Center ki admission hausare. BOSEM amadi CBSE ki class 8 ki 10 fawagi